What's going on? Excuse me. It is Saturday, 11:17 a.m. right now, and I just wanted to make this video. It's a lot of things are coming together this year that after as much time as I've spent reading books and everything else, there's a lot of things that are coming together and it all is starting to make sense. Number one is, which sounds extremely easy to just conceptualize, and I'm not going to tell you anything you don't know, which is everything, the ceiling that you have, the floor that you have, the way of life that you have, the habits that you have, exactly where you are in life is exactly where you are in life is exactly where you should be. It's not because of anyone else, it's because of your mindset. And two things happened this week, already talked about it multiple times, is that people feel that they should always be entertained, okay? And that's fine. That's a hedonist way to be thinking about it, which is right now, I'm just worried about being happy. I don't care about what happens in the future. I don't care that this potential cupcake is going to clog my arteries if I have one every single day. I don't really mind about that. I am in the hedonist mindset, which is it's all about right now. It is not about the future. So that means staying in bed, being lazy, not doing what you should be doing, not being disciplined, always going out, always being hungover, waking up late, going to bed late, having your phone by your bedside. That's the hedonist mindset. Then you have the rat racer. The rat racer is someone, and obviously I've already talked about this. However, I'm going to come to a conclusion that you should always be thinking about. So the rat racer is always about when I fill in the blank, anything. When I graduate high school, when I graduate high school, then I'll be happy. When I graduate college, I'll be happy because I'll start making money. When I get that promotion because now I'm working and I'm starting to make money, then I'll be happy. When I get married, then I'll be happy. Do you understand how many people? So I think when we're younger, 80% of the people are in the hedonist mindset. That's where I was. I was in the hedonist mindset, which is, I don't give a shit about the future. I'm going to get shit-faced. I'm going to binge drink for 4 years of my college career. Then when I came out, I said, well, you know what? I actually have a job right now and I'm doing pretty well. So let me just go into the when I get syndrome. Okay. The problem is now people are in their early 30s. All of my friends are in their early 30s, mid 30s, late 30s. I don't know how old you guys are, but even older, they're still in the rat racer mindset. When I get married, that partner will make me happy. That house will make me happy. That job promotion, those kids, that dog, that vacation, that time off, that weekend will make me happy. Everything else is going to make me happy. Everything outside of me will make me happy. Okay? The truth is, nothing will make you happy. Nothing. It will be momentary pleasure. Yay, I have a weekend. I got time off. I can do whatever I want. I can lounge back. That's momentarily your pleasure, just saying it's easy now. We don't have to hustle. It's not that big of a deal. So it's momentarily, okay? And this is also the thinking is that it should go forever. It's always going to be happy. My life should always be easy. That's not true. And the reason being is that we would have died. We would not be here if we were only thinking of pleasure, because we would have died of disease or war or animals or no water or no food, because we would have eaten all of the food because we were in a hedonist mindset. Okay? We also would have died because we would have been like, I know there's an animal attacking us. And I'm talking about millions of years. So we are destined to only look at negative actions. Okay? We are also destined to have meaning toward those actions. So if you combine that nothing is forever, everything is temporary. Your feelings, your thoughts, your happiness, everything you own, your relationships, your job, your career, your promotion, your weekends, your time, your day, everything is temporary. Happiness is not forever. It's moment to moment to moment, and nothing on the outside will make you happy. What is the conclusion that I came to is that two things. Number one is everything is temporary, is so powerful. If you it has taken me so long to actually get to that point. Because if you truly embody this, you will actually be more present, because you know that the relationship, my dad's older, so it's easy to put it that way. Or when you have a health concern, or something happens to someone you love, or in 2009 when you had all this money and then it went away. Okay, a lot of us did not have any of that, but we are all, as Buddhism says, you're suffering, but it comes from the suffering of, I have too much money and everyone wants money from me, or the taxes, or the responsibility, or I have no money and I barely can live. I'm married and my wife is just, I can't get away from her, or I'm not married and I'm single, I'm miserable. Everything is all about the way you're thinking about. So number one is, this is what I came to the conclusion is, there is nothing that will actually give you, I should say, the discipline of doing a habit that you want to do to make your life better will never make you will never make you happy. So I was on the treadmill this morning. I had to run for 50 minutes, okay? Running on a treadmill for 50 minutes, okay, it doesn't sound like a lot, but I looked at the clock and I was only 20 minutes in. I had another 30 minutes, and that's when it clicked. And I said, holy shit. The actual discipline that's not gonna make you happy. If you were trying to do something to make it fun, if you're doing the running it is the feeling you get after. The feeling of accomplishment, the feeling that you put something to just, I did this, I wanted to get off the treadmill, and I completed it. That is happiness. It is not the running. It is not the 50 minutes of looking straight ahead for 50 minutes. It is when you are done. I'm getting the chills even thinking about this. It is not during the prospecting calls, as people say, don't ever call me again. How did you get my number? I am not going to do business with you. That's not fun. That's not fun. But when you're done and you say, I did my number one thing today, or when you get business, that's the fun. Ironically enough, all the headlines talk about 50 pounds lost in a month. Okay, great. That, my friends, was probably not fun for the person that is wired. Their brain was wired to eat sugar and bread and be lazy. Their gut had all the microbials to eat and process sugar and yeast and gluten. All of that, and then you switch to synapses that aren't even firing to eat a salad. That's not fun for that person. Oh, by the way, you got to exercise too. You're not used to that. That was not fun for the person. They made the headline. 50 pounds in a month, or 100,000 in 6 months. I read this recently, and I'll leave it here, is that as humans, we are actually prone only to be looking at efficiency. Because if we are more efficient, we can save energy. And if we save energy, then we'll look around and be able to survive and replicate. That's it. Okay? Survival and replicate. Those are the two pillars that Mother Nature has said that's all we're here for. Okay? Everything else, meaning, relationships, wealth, cars, social media, followers, likes, comments, doesn't fucking matter. Okay? Underneath all of the surviving and replicating, underneath all of that is literally the difference. The best way to put it is, it is a lot easier right now to survive and to just be whoever you want to be, okay? But it is also a lot harder to do that because there's no challenges. There's no challenges in our way. There's no challenge for me to make more than $50,000 or $75,000 because I'm still gonna have fresh water, I'm still gonna have housing, I'm still gonna have food, I can get a wife and kids for $75,000. I'm not gonna be, as society thinks, the richest, all the richest, okay? And I'll leave it on this, is that I was biking to the gym on Thursday. Actually, no, it was yesterday. And there was someone out there. It was probably 5:45. There was someone out there. There's a super. So a super is a person that handles a building here in New York City. The super, they clean and everything else. He was out there at 5:45. It was cold. It was probably, I don't know, 39 degrees. He was out there with a hose, hosing down the front of his building, making it clean. So when people left, he was by himself. There was no one around. No one was giving him recognition. So you probably look at it and you say, I looked at it and I said, that guy has a calling. That guy has a calling. Probably a bigger calling than a lot of people that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. He has a calling because he created the calling, okay? Do you think he wants to wake up? Maybe, maybe not, probably not. Do you think I want to wake up and do it? If you think the actual act of what you want to do, say you want to get a girlfriend, say you want to get more money, the actual act of approaching a pretty girl or a guy that you like is not fun. Why? Because we weren't wired for that. We were wired to survive and replicate. Survival back in the day was you get rejected by this girl, you can be ostracized. You get rejected by this girl, this guy in the tribe could beat the shit out of you. That's survival, okay? It's also replication. So the actual act of me walking up to a girl is, number one, it's natural in the outcome sense, but it's not natural in the rejection sense, okay? That actual act is not fun. What's even less fun is actually not walking up to that girl, not doing the 50 minutes on the treadmill, not making prospecting calls, staying in bed, being on social media. I have weaned so far off of YouTube that I only am reading right now, Fanatical Prospecting, book review to come. That's an area that I want to be involved in. This is the thing, is that the actual act of doing it is not fun. If you expect it to be fun, you're in the wrong industry. However, it's the right after that matters. And then the right after that. And then that small snowball, boom. Then you say, how did Jordan Peterson come out of nowhere? How did this person who no one has known for 50 years come out of nowhere? Maybe because they were getting rejected their whole life. It's inner peace and it's day over day. We are going to make mistakes. There is no one that is perfect. And this is the last thing. I just implore you guys. I know that it's hard, but social media is not good. It is not good. Guess what I bought yesterday? This is what I bought yesterday. I don't know if anyone knows what this is. If it comes up, that's known as an iPod. I want to only be on my iPod as much as I can. I want to only be on my iPod as much as I can because this thing that I'm looking at right now is draining my brain of energy. If I drain this of energy, I can't do anything. I have no willpower. I have no energy, no enthusiasm, no ability to sell, no ability to have that afternoon where I say, let's go to the gym, let's go swimming, let's approach that person, let's make more phone calls, let's reach out to more people, let's keep on doing what I want to be doing or should be doing. This drains your brain. It drains your brain. Inputs is not good. Inputs from music, inputs from social media, email, texting, anything with your phone, okay? Inputs of TV. It's not good. It is not good. The more that I'm weaning myself off, the clearer I'm thinking, and the more I'm like, I was addicted. Not to the 17-year-old teenage girl addiction where they're addicted, but I mean addicted where I would check my phone 40 times a day, 50 times a day. I don't know. I'm just making that number up, but it was a lot. It was a lot. And the more that I've weaned off of it, I can literally say that in this next hour, I have to prospect Because if I don't, I'm fucked. I have to go to the gym right now so then I can go to work, bang out some things that I need to, go to an open house today, right after this, then meet with an owner, and I have to do it at this time. And all of that, by doing it, all I'm doing is, I don't know if you can see it right there. That's just like me. I'm just adding more points to my, that's just like me. Someone that's disciplined. Someone that does what he says he's gonna do. By the way, I'm not perfect. And I don't, no one is, okay? It's just 1% better. And I look at it is, I'm telling you right now, there's not much competition. There's not much competition. There's not. There's only really a couple of characters here in this world that are not getting that are able to wean themselves off of the addiction. There's only a couple of characters that are able to do this day in and day out when they don't feel like doing it, when they are tired, when there is shit going on in their life, when their parents are in the hospital, or their fiance or their boyfriend or their girlfriend or their school or society or shit's just happening, or it's an election year, or you're reading politics or any of that bullshit. Dude, wean off of the news. Wean off of social media. It's not overnight. It's just when you I can now look at my life and say, I had a bad day, and I can literally look and be like, that's what caused it. Yesterday, perfect example. I came into work, I was feeling amazing. I didn't prospect right away. By noon, I looked at my life and I said, I know exactly the moment that I said, that's what turned my entire day from amazing to bad. Not bad, but amazing to all right. Because I didn't prospect at the exact time that I needed to. That's where we should get to, is that we know exactly what we ate that had us drudging. We know exactly what we did that didn't make us have a good night's sleep. All right, I'll let you guys go there. Do not look for anything. Do not think it's fun, okay? It sucks your time. Your mental energy is everything. Time, yes. Your mental energy, which makes you unhappy, and then you keep on putting inputs into your life, and then you have no time to think. You have no original ideas. You have no idea to say, I'm unhappy, I don't know why. Because it's just a constant state that we're in. It's a constant state that says, I'm in this constant state of just I'm in this state, and I don't know how to get up without, I bought something on Amazon, I'm going out. Or my job told me to do something for the weekend. Okay, that's how you live.